Welcome to the series of Database Management System. Today, we will see chapter number 2, Relational Algebra. As we have already started with relational algebra, we have covered some basic terminologies. We saw keys, super key, and candidate key. Today, we will see what is primary key and what is foreign key. Yes, we know that the first step of identifying key is identifying a super key. Then from the set of super key, we pick some keys which are unique and by using which we can uniquely identify the whole table, that is the candidate key. Now the next key which is there is a primary key. Primary key is a unique identifier for a record in the table. In one table, we can have only one primary key. Primary key in a table cannot be null. Means every time whenever you are taking any column as a primary key, it has to have some value. You cannot put empty value or null value in a column of primary key. Primary key column explicitly marked as not null. So we need not specify not null constraint with the primary key, but by default, whenever we take any column as a primary key, it will be by default explicitly marked as a not null. It is used throughout the database to help to establish the relationship with the other table. We know that whenever we consider the tables, the table has some relation with the another table. And for making these relationship, primary key is one of the important key which used for making the relationship between the tables. From the previous example, as we already saw, we have taken a PRN number and the roll number as a candidate key. Now, we need to pick a primary key from a set of candidate key. So, primary key is being selected from the set of candidate key by the database designer. It is a pure decision of a database designer which key he or she wanted as a primary key. So in the previous example, we saw primary key, candidate key are roll number and PRN number. So either the roll number or PRN number can be eligible for becoming a primary key. Once it become a primary key, then it means that particular column will be used for uniquely identifying the record in the table. It is not null by default. And whenever we use this table in some another table for a relationship, that particular primary key will be used for making the relationship between the tables. Now next is foreign key. A foreign key is those key which is used to define the relationship between two tables. Whenever we want a relation between two tables, actually we require two important key. One is the primary key which we saw just now and another is the foreign key. Foreign key is a key which is used for implementation of a relationship between two tables. It is also known as referential integrity. We can create more than one foreign key per table. Foreign key is generally a primary key from one table that appears as a field in another table where the first table has a relation to the second. Like for example, if you consider the student table and consider we have taken roll number as a primary key. Now, if I have another table that is the course table and I want a relation between the student and course, at that time what I will do, I'll take a primary key of student table and I will put that primary key as a foreign key in the course table. So here if you see in this particular figure, we have taken student table which is containing roll number as a primary key, and in this particular course table we have taken this particular primary key as a foreign key. So this is a relation. And this is the way we make a relation or we tie two tables together by using primary key and foreign key. I hope it is clear to you what is primary key and what is foreign key. If you have any doubt, you can write your doubt in the comment. Thank you.